Let's check in on the day's major business stories. Here's Anne Wawodo.
You first. First Bank.
Thanks a lot, Amarachi, and welcome to Business News. The Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund, Christine Lagarde, is asking policymakers in sub-Saharan Africa to turn their attention towards adopting sound monetary, fiscal and structural policies to provide the growth required for their people. She was speaking today at the first IMF press briefing at the annual World Bank IMF meetings in Washington, D.C. Nigeria's overnight lending rate has fallen to 20% today on expectations that liquidity squeeze will ease after money market rates more than doubled in previous sessions. Traders attribute the cash squeeze to purchases of forex by banks, which mopped up naira liquidity. The overnight rate closed at 44% yesterday after banking system liquidity hit a debit of 265 billion naira. Nigeria's central bank has kept liquidity very tight to help support the currency, while it aims to keep rates high to attract foreign inflows into its bond market. Bargain hunting in consumer goods and oil and gas sectors lifted the NSE's main index by 22 basis points at the close of trading today. Emana Amawe has the details.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Markets Report. Positive sentiments returned to the local equities markets today after 2 consecutive sessions of profit-taking hit blue-chip equities. Stocks across 4 major counters of the NSE surged, while the banking sector fell by 32 basis points, and this helped push the market cap up by over 27 billion naira from the previous figure, and the main index by 0.22%. The price chart recorded a total of 30 gainers, led by a 6.49% increase from AXA Mansard, while University Press led 13 decliners by 4.90% price drop. For the 4th time this week, Diamond Bank dominates the activity chart with a further 304.84% shares added to 443.67 million total units of shares traded in 2,993 deals. And that's it on the Stock Market Report. I'm Emana Amawe.
Well, as third quarter earnings season gets into full gear, U.S. stocks closed lower today as investors digested results from some top financial companies. Meanwhile, it's mixed ending for other major world markets. Take a look. And that's Business News tonight. Let's now join Ayo for sports news.
You first. First Bank.
Many thanks, Anne, for that. And time now for some sports news, where Delta Queens have qualified for the final of this year's Nigeria Women Football League Super 4 tournament. Delta Queens came from 2 goals down to force Nasarawa Amazons to a 2-2 draw in their final game. Well, they will challenge Nasarawa Amazons for the title, and that's tomorrow. Abia Warriors have appointed former FC Fayumba coach Raphael Everton as their new manager for the upcoming league season. The Brazilian tactician has been mandated to help the club earn a continental ticket or win the league title. Swiss federal prosecutors have announced a criminal case against PSG chairman and CEO Nasser Al-Khelaifi. The investigation concerns an ongoing investigation into former FIFA Secretary General Jerome Valk and relates to the sale of World Cup TV rights to beIN Sports, of which Al-Khelaifi is the chief executive. Our world number one, Rafa Nadal, is through to the quarterfinals of the Shanghai Masters. He was at his dominant best against the Italian Fabio Fognini in a 6-3, 6-1 victory to set up a last 8 clash against Grigor Dimitrov. And that's Rapid Sports News. The news at 10 continues shortly.
The Kenyan government has banned demonstrations in the business districts of Nairobi and other cities amid a standoff between the ruling party and the opposition over a repeat presidential election. Internal Security Minister Fred Matiang'i said the ban applied to the central business districts of the capital, the western city of Kisumu and the coastal city of Mombasa. Both cities are strongholds of opposition support, and opposition leader Raila Odinga also has strong backing in parts of Nairobi. Israel has joined the United States in withdrawing its membership of the UN's cultural organization UNESCO after U.S. officials cited anti-Israeli bias. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu praised the U.S. decision as brave and moral. The agency is known for designating World Heritage sites such as Syria's Palmyra and the U.S. Grand Canyon.
It's certainly not up to me. Education and science, these values and ideals are very much part of France's DNA, but also America's DNA. And this is why it is so important to have our American friends on board. I would add now more than ever, as these values are contested and as we need an America that stays committed to world affairs.
And the main news again, 2 bodies were today recovered from the Kaduna River after 9 students slipped off a barge and fell into the river on Tuesday. 4 of the students were rescued while 3 are still missing. Parents of the affected students are demanding explanation from the school. Also today, the Vice President, Yemi Osinbajo, clarified that the only authorized 2 joint venture loans for the NNPC when he was acting president and not the 640 billion naira contract as earlier reported. That's the news at 10 tonight. Thanks for watching. I am Amarachi Ubani. Good night.